do the Starcast where Undertaker's pulled, the Flair thing doesn't happen, and for a lot of people that would just be like, oh, we can't top that. You know, we tried, and then the next one, Starcast 3 in Chicago, you only go and get CM Punk.
Yeah.
So how do you regroup and how do you get Punk? Because Punk hasn't done anything in wrestling, and he comes to you and not only does a signing, not only is there, does a full show on Fight. Tell us your secrets.
Persistence. You know, I've wanted to do something with him for a while, and I tried to put something together in Vegas and just didn't work out for whatever reason. And then the Flair thing, literally he was hospitalized 2 days before he's supposed to be there. So that's quite a curveball. But then I started to think, okay, who can I get that would be big and someone that is sort of WWE proof that they can't pull? So we started going back and forth, and we were very far apart. And then randomly one day he sent an email and said, hey, are we doing this? And we went back and forth, nailed down a number he was happy with and I was happy with, and we were off to the races. And I think he probably asked some of his friends who had done business with me, hey, is this okay to do? Is this for real? And he had a great experience, and I think he's probably one of the most misunderstood guys in wrestling. I would do business with him 1,000,000 times. Home run.
JR, you obviously were in WWE when Punk was getting hot and getting his big push and stuff. What are you? I mean, do you think there is a misconception about Punk from the public? Like, how do you feel about CM Punk generally?
Well, I don't think that he's got, I've had a lot of dealings with him. Never one issue. The perception is that he speaks his mind. He's very intelligent. He has as much wrestling acumen as anyone who has been speaking to him about his lack of acumen. So it's just that he can't be controlled. I said this one time on TV about Austin, and it kind of stuck, that rattlesnakes don't make good corporate pets. Neither does CM Punk. One of the best pieces of business, as far as having fun, I don't know if you guys remember seeing it. I did a little interview with Punk and Austin for the 2K.
For the video game, yeah.
Video game. No rehearsal, no script. And if you had offered them a script or a rehearsal, they probably would have revolted. They're old school guys that want to call it in the ring, so to speak. How do we feel? How does, instincts, how does this affect our instincts? So you check that out on YouTube or someplace, I'm sure you can find it. But he's misunderstood in a lot of ways. I don't know how important it is for him anymore to get that one more match. And then our fan base will take that as a way of saying he doesn't love our business anymore. Well, that's not accurate either. So I don't know how important it is to have that one more match. Could he have it? Absolutely. If the zeros are in place and he's got the right opponent, here's what I would do with him. Tell me what you want to work WrestleMania. Give me your number. And now give me your opponent. I will give you the finish. You got your money, you got your guy, but the creator's got to fit what I need. So now you put the rubber meets the road here, we'll find out where we are. But I'd let him have all the freedom he could have. And I just think he's very misunderstood, as we said, but I'll be very surprised that he has that one more match, to be honest with you, but there's a way to make it happen. You put enough zeros on a piece of paper, and God knows that WWE's spending a lot of money on a lot of guys that are getting paid ridiculous money that under normal situations of engagement would not be making that kind of money. There's a reason for it. 3 little letters, AEW.
The role that they wanted for me, which would have been a great role. It would have been an ambassador role. It would have been, golden parachute kind of a thing. And, I could have wrote out my career there and finished it out, but I wasn't ready for that. I had some injuries in the past with a hip injury, and I wasn't, as an athlete, when you go through a serious injury and you fight to get back from that injury, you want to compete.